Hello, we're going to start a new one today, and we're going to try and do this for time again. I kind of got my route down pretty good. And I have more time to play today, so we should be able to finish it. But, well, let's just go. So this is a challenge run. 3 hearts, 1 ring. No divine beast powers, no map towers unlocked, no great fairy usage, no stash increases. So it's basically an ultra low level experience on master mode using the pro HUD and then doing it for speed. So I'm sure different people have done things like this before, like different parts of this challenge as their own unique challenges, but I don't know. Maybe someone's done this before, but odds are it's probably unique and people haven't seen anything quite like it before. I don't really have an end goal time yet, like something that I want to achieve. I've just been working on the route and like kind of polishing the route and getting that established so that I can put together a quality time for the route that has been established. There's some RNG involved, but it's mostly with the final phase of Calamity Ganon. Everything else is pretty straightforward stuff. The basic idea is we get the glider, then we get a horse, then we register the horse, then we go collect some electrical weapons, and then we go collect some royal broadswords, and then we travel to a couple shrines to create warp spots, and then we go down and get some bananas so that we can do extra damage, and then we kill some white Lionels, and then we grab some armors, which doesn't really need to be done, but getting the barbarian armor stuff doesn't take very long. And honestly, getting the Zora stuff really doesn't take that long either. And, you know, I don't really consider myself a speed runner exactly. I kind of think speed runner is a word that is kind of elitist, I guess. I mean, I got nothing against speedrunners. I watch people that do like expert level speedruns of Super Metroid, and I really enjoy those runners. That's really just amazing and cool what those guys do. But no one's paid me yet to do this, so I'm not a professional. And although I do try to play some games and some challenges for time, I don't really consider myself a quote-unquote speed runner. I mean, when I do stuff for time, it's largely to compete against myself, to improve my time of my own challenge that I've created. I have done more mainstream challenges for time a couple times, like Final Fantasy VI. I do have a time that is, my skill level in that game is good enough to get a score on the leaderboards. I'm not going to get first place, but I could get on the leaderboards. My skill level is good enough. My knowledge of the game is good enough. That is a goal to achieve at some point. I haven't really. It's a thing that I get burnt out on. Like if I do too much grindage on that game, it just drains me. So I would need like a window of time that I had nothing but free time, and it would be a good thing to do in the middle of the dead of winter. You know, if I had no alarm clock waking me up and no employer claiming my time as their own, then that would be the time that I could kind of. I guess my job was creating content at that point, then yeah, there we go. But I have not been blessed with um, the honor and the privilege of being able to make a living doing this kind of stuff. That would be amazing. That would be like the best. Because I would do it for free, you know? So to get somebody to pay me to do it would be just really a dream come true, really, honestly. But I never went into any of this kind of streaming stuff with any kind of like goals in mind or any expectations. I really no expectations at all. Because, you know, if I had set expectations and those expectations weren't met due to forces beyond my control, I might get let down by it. And I don't need that in my life. No. I have no expectations. I'm just creating content and I love it. It's great. I love playing challenges. I'd much rather get massive replay value out of a game that I find to be exceptional and extremely noteworthy experience than to play, one game playthrough of a wide variety of lesser quality games. So that's a personal preference thing. uh, if I find a game I really enjoy, I just really like to. I create challenges so that I can continue having an interest level in playing the game. Because if I just keep doing the same, you know, it doesn't work if I don't add new challenges to it, or if the challenge. See, this is the progress. Okay, this is typically my progress in games. I play a game, I love it, I really enjoy it, it's great. The next step for me is to do a low-level challenge. If after completing low-level challenge after low-level challenge or multiple low-level challenges of varying difficulty, I still have a hunger to play the game, then I usually will move to speed, because speed never runs out of challenges. There's always a faster time available. So speed is really the final challenge, because low level challenge just makes a person better at the game and more knowledgeable about the game. Speed level challenge is an expert level of knowledge, because you have to have a really high level of knowledge to do something fast. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to have a high level of knowledge to do something fast at a quality outcome, or whatever. This is a no tower challenge, but to my knowledge, there's no way to get off of the Great Plateau without unlocking the first tower of the tutorial. So this is the exception to that. But none of the other towers will be. We're not going to be getting any map access from any of the towers. I will climb one, and I guess technically two. I do kind of jump off of two different towers so that I can fly to a location that is best accessible from the glider from those towers. But that's no different than climbing any other environmental object, whether it be a mountain or a building or whatever it might be. It's no different. I'm not really. I started this last night. I got everything done before the red moon, which blew my mind. I had gotten quicker as I'd been working this route out, but basically we get all of what we need to kill two specific Lionels, and then we kill them. And then we wait for the red moon so that we can kill them a second time, thereby creating 4 sets of the gear that they drop: a sword, a shield, and a bow. They also drop elemental arrows, which definitely helps. But we do that so that we have the firepower necessary to beat the final boss, because on master mode the enemies regain their health, and it's extremely it's an extremely annoying and frustrating fight. The second half of Calamity Ganon's health pool, he does a lot of, so it's so RNG heavy, because his behavior is, he has multiple choices for what he can do at basically every opportunity that he gets a choice to make. There are choices that we want, which are that he stays in the ground and tries to attack us. That's what we want. But oftentimes he will run away and climb up on the wall. And so, when he's engaging us, we have an opportunity to damage him, thereby preventing him from getting his health back. But if he's cowardly and runs away, that creates a big problem. So it really, like last night, I had the best fight against him I've ever had. I was surprised. It was flawless, that second half. I don't like to use the word perfect, because perfection is, kind of relative, but at the same time, it's difficult to quantify. Flawless, though, is easier, because I did not make any flaws. There were no flaws in what I did, as far as, what I was trying to do worked all the way through. Basically on the first try, every time. That's pretty much flawless. I knew that was a possibility. That was never a goal, though, to be able to, it's an unrealistic expectation. I will probably never repeat that again. Because there's so much RNG involved that you can't control. It's, yeah. Oh, come on, get off me with that. You don't want that. Oh, he still is trying to get me in the game and screwing me here, not letting me interact with the thing. Unbelievable, dude. If that would have come through that gap and got me. Oh. I don't know why they went with that kind of creepy vibe there, with that like mummy looking shit and like this like real like supernatural feel to Link's being able to increase his health and stamina. I don't know why they went with that mechanic. It kind of goes against the rest of the vibe of the game, which is very like innocent and cartoony and childlike, and then to inject that into it is, I'm not sure why they went with that, because you could have used anything there. It could have been, you know, it could have been a lieutenant of the Great Fairies that has some kind of comedy attached to it, instead of that more darker, somber undertone that's connected to the, yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to be able to, I mean, you do get items through this process, so it wouldn't really work, but it would be nice to be able to kind of, it would be nice if there were multiple save files available, so that, you know, you could make a save file at the end of this tutorial, and then just skip the tutorial on subsequent playthroughs. Maybe not for like a speed run, it wouldn't be fair to do that, but for like, you know, practice runs and stuff, it would be nice to do that. Right now my goal is to get that glider in under an hour. That's my current goal. Get the glider in under an hour. I think that's definitely doable. One thing I am going to do on this run, though, is if I do have to get up for a minute, I'm going to pause the timer when I pause the game. I wasn't doing that last night, and it kind of isn't a fair representation of the actual time because I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't consider myself a speedrunner. This is for my own personal comparisons to my own previous um, personal best, I guess, if you will. So I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. It's my own little thing. It's not like I'm competing with a larger group of people and oh, you're cheating. No, come on, man. That's not what we're doing here. This is just for good times. I mean, no pun intended. Like an enjoyable experience. And yes, I would like to improve my time on this route that I've developed. I might actually consider doing a more mainline, mainstream speedrun type of experience, but I don't have any experience with that. I haven't looked at any videos. I don't know what other people do. Like over 99% of all the knowledge I have from this game is from my own personal experience. I haven't really looked very much up other than like if I wanted, like on the first playthrough I play through a game, I don't look at anything up. So after I play through the first playthrough, if I want to look up stuff, see what I missed, whatever, I'll do that sometimes. If it's a game I play multiple times, I'll end up looking some stuff up. But for the most part, what I have looked up was, okay, where did I find that thing? Because I found, like, I wouldn't say I found everything on the first playthrough, because obviously I didn't do everything, but there wasn't much I missed as far as gear that could be collected and stuff. So, like, it was, where did I find that thing? I don't remember. It was like over a year ago, and you can't remember. I can't remember all that stuff. Maybe somebody can, but I can't remember all that stuff. So I'll look up, as I was creating this this route, I would, so the way I do this thing and the things I have to defeat to do it, there are a couple gatekeepers, if you will. One of them is the lightning Ganon lieutenant. That guy, I mean, there's a number of ways to do it, but I would recommend being immune to lightning when you fight that guy. So in order to do that, you have to have +3 to lightning resistance. A very easy way to do that is to get one piece of rubber armor, whether it's the headpiece or one of the other pieces. And then when you go to follow the expected path to get up to Zora's domain, you run into Sidon, and he will give you a potion that gives you +2 to shock resistance. So if you take that potion and then put on the one piece of rubber gear, then you have +3 to shock resistance, which is immunity to shock resistance. That's the recommended path, and the path that I use against the Lightning Lieutenant, Thunderblight Ganon, I think he's called. His first couple phases aren't that bad, but his final phase, he starts all, like when he does his speed rush attack thing, he'll be charged with lightning, and if you're not resistant to it and you only have 3 hearts, you're dead. He'll kill you every time. So I pretty much have to be immune or I will die. So that's the way I do it. You basically are rewarded the Zora armor for climbing to the top, basically reaching Zora's domain, climbing up to the top. You get the potion just for showing up at the bottom of the hill. And the other pieces of the Zora armor, which allow you to fly, um, well, not really fly, but to swim up waterfalls. Um, those are, you pretty much have to, in one way or another, get up to the top of there. There's one up in a like a lake or a pond, but you have to get up there, and without the armor to climb up the back side, it's pretty difficult. So you're better off just it takes like, I don't know, probably less than 10 minutes to climb that thing up, especially if you use a haste potion. You probably like 5 or 8 minutes to climb up to from the bottom of where Sidon meets you until you get to the actual top where you are in Zora's domain. It doesn't take that long. Alright, we're coming up to our first evening here. Which is kind of actually a point where we are restricted for time, or we're not restricted for time, we have time to kill actually, because well, I guess technically we could just leave, but I'd like to get that warm doublet because I wear that thing like everywhere. But basically what we're looking to do is get our rush rooms, get our stamina shrooms, and get a couple like regular basic shrooms. Oh, well, I don't have a bow yet. Shit. If I'm fast enough, I could do it before nighttime, I think. But I don't think I'm fast enough. I don't have a bow. Yeah, I don't think I can kill a... Especially not... I guess maybe I could throw this at it. I could try that. That's not what I wanted. Are there any more birds? Or is that it? I feel like that's probably it. That's too bad. There was a window. I think I could have actually killed that bird. There's another bird. Okay, maybe we can still get it. Okay, we can't throw that thing far enough. Alright, well, lesson learned, right? I don't think there's any more birds. So I think if we are fast enough, we can probably get that warm doublet before nightfall. If we really cruise. And now it's too late. Because there aren't going to be any more birds. Oh, that's really too bad. The other option would be to try and get... Oh, man, that sucks. It's good. That's good to know, though, because if I am fast enough, I can get that warm doublet before the first nightfall. That would be nice. But I do have these things I need to accomplish the first nightfall. I guess I don't need to, but I think it's best if I collect these items down here. Wait, they're not sleeping yet. Oh, that really blows, dude. Because I could totally do this stuff here with him. Give him that food, but I need the meat. I guess there's probably another animal I could probably get meat from before those birds. I'll have to keep that in mind for the next one. Because now we're just like... And technically, I guess I wouldn't need to have that warm doublet, but... Oh yeah, but then they're gonna pick up the weapons, right? We don't want that. We kind of screwed this whole thing up here. There's supposed to be 3 rush rooms. Where's the third one? There it is. Oh well. Let's see what happens now if I leave. Do they go put those weapons back where they got them and go back to bed, or do they carry the weapons with them to bed? Ah, oh, man. If I could get that worm doublet before the nightfall, I guess it doesn't really matter. It does not matter, honestly, because we still have to wait for that red moon, the first red moon, so we can fight the Lionels a second time. So ultimately, I don't think it saves us anything to do it that way. To get it, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I don't think it would be reasonably possible to get. Yeah, those weapons are now next to the dudes, which is not what we wanted one little bit. So that was bad to do that way. So now the question is, does that guy spot me? Who's got the bow? That's really what I need, is the bow. Who's got the bow? He does. Did I already get that apple tree? I think so. Yeah, okay. I think chopping down that tree, that thing respawns in the morning time, and he walks out over to it. See, it would skip that whole cutscene of him walking over to the tree and me waiting for him, and then him walking back to the campfire and resting. If I just was able to kill or had meat other than the fish, I could make that dish of his, and then he'd probably just give me the warm doublet right there before the first nightfall. But again, that doesn't save us any time on the backside, just on the front end. So it's ultimately more like a feather in the cap than anything substantially beneficial. We're missing a stamina shroom. I'm gonna go find that real quick. And we don't have any arrows either, so there it is. We're gonna have to try and get a skeleton to spawn and shoot some arrows at us, hopefully. Because we do need some arrows. Wow, we got lucky on that one. Basically, we got a crit. Alright, and then we have that stuff, so then what is it? The next thing? Oh yeah, to try to get the archer to spawn. I guess we could try and get this guy to try and shoot arrows at us. But I think that's more dangerous. Because he'll call his buddies in, you know, and we don't need that. I think we're better off going over here at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting an archer. I think that's it. They're not going to give us any more. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so now we wait till 4 o'clock in the morning, which it's 4 o'clock in the morning now. Where's that bird? Does it spawn up above us? There's always one that flies away that I was looking for that I can't find. I spook it. I don't see it anywhere. Well, there should be some over here. Unless I spooked those away already last night? Oh no! Alright, where is it? There's gotta be a bird around here somewhere. I heard one. Oh, because I scared those away last night. That's crap. Come on, man. Don't do this to me, game. He's going and running down there, but I don't see any birds, dude. I need meat to make that dish. And without a bird... I did hear a bird, but I scared away both of those and they didn't respond in the morning, which is shit. There's supposed to be the one that exists over here somewhere. Like I've kicked it up many times, and I didn't see it fly away. Is it up on top of the house? It is on top of the house. Okay. Oh wait, is that just a rock? It's just a rock. Well, where's the one that's flying away from over here all the time then? Oh, this blows. See, those trees respawn. Unbelievable. Even the apple tree respawns. With no apples, mind you. But the birds don't come back? I think there's that one deer right away that is at the very beginning. I could probably take that deer down early on. There's got to be some birds hanging out over here somewhere that I can grab real quick and get one of them. There's got to be. There's one up in the tree, is it? No. Come on, game. Come on. I wonder if you can shoot a squirrel and get meat out of it. No, you get an acorn from a squirrel? What a ripoff! Oh, dude. This totally blows. I need that worm doublet, man. No! That sucks, man. There was a bird there. A dove, whatever those things are. Dude, this is just so frustrating. Because it's like... I need that warm doublet. And time is just ticking. Well, there's no way I'm going to get this under an hour now. The glider, that's been ruined. And so I just get disheartened by it. Because how I wanted it to go, it can't happen anymore. Well, I guess we can try this. Wait, I don't have any flint! Dude, this blows. This blows so hard, dude. Just wasted. Wasted and ruined. Because I tried to throw the axe at those birds, and then it didn't respawn. Like, how much dog shit is that, man? How much bullshit is that? Those birds don't respawn. They don't land in the morning. If you scare them away, that's it. But the trees regrow overnight to full size, but the birds don't repopulate, even if you don't kill them. And a squirrel doesn't give you meat; it gives you an acorn. Bullshit. That's the thing about doing stuff for speed is it's just so frustrating. Because if one little side bullshit thing happens, then the whole thing's ruined. Yeah, you're pretty much going to start over. But in this case, it's not a massive deal because of... Well, it is a massive deal. It's effing bullshit is what it is. Because I can't advance right now. I can't. I don't have the shit to do it. I guess I can do this. I don't know how to get that warm doublet now. I mean, like, that's massive. I need that warm doublet. I need it. It's not negotiable. I wear that thing. Oh, man, this sucks, dude. This is terrible. This is so bad. I almost just want to start the whole thing over again, but it's 45 minutes in. Oh, I'm getting just... Ah, man, it's so much shit! Well, lesson learned. Don't throw the axe at the bird. They'll fly away and not respawn until the freaking map respawns. Red Moon. I don't know, maybe it takes a couple days. I don't know. Dude, I need that freaking bird! There's like 4 of them, dude. 5 of them. I've seen like 6 of them now. I can't believe, dude, I cannot believe that's what the game does. That it does it that way. That if you throw something at them and they fly away, they don't respawn the next morning at 4 o'clock? Like, what bullshit is that? I need that warm doublet! This just sucks. Un-effing believable, dude! It's just beyond unbelievable. That doesn't even begin to describe it. These are the things you learn when you do challenges like this. Oh, if you scare a bird, that's it. It's gone forever. It doesn't respawn the next morning. But the trees will grow back. Yes, that makes sense. The trees will grow back. But the birds don't fly back. I'm just hoping to encounter anything. A bird, a deer, something that drops meat. Because I need it to get the warm doublet. I've always just got the bird. See, I did something different. That's what it was. I deviated from my normal, typical path, and then the game just totally gives me the massive middle finger on it. It's like, nope, you broke it, bro. Can't do it that way. Now he's up here. Can we get a bird, dude? Something. It's terrible. It's so bad. It's just so bad. It's so terribly bad that the game would ruin me this way like this? How can it even justify doing this to me? With that kind of bullshit. With trees grow back overnight. Birds don't fly back to their spot the next morning. But trees will grow overnight to full size overnight. Is there no more birds? Dude, seriously, is there not a bird anywhere? And freaking squirrels give you acorns, they don't give you meat. Give me a break. Squirrels should give you meat. I almost want to turn this thing off and just start over or be done with it. Like, I'm so pissed off right now. I just feel like I got so robbed, and those little birds don't count. I don't think you get anything from the little ones. There's a... You bitch! There's meat running away from me. Probably gonna disappear on me. Yep, it disappeared. Dude, it's just so much bullshit. Now, granted, at the end of the day, it's just bullshit. And probably it's... Dude, I just want to start over. We should be, like, almost done now with the glider section. I just hate this section of the game. It's so terribly lame. Because it's just dumb. Dude, it's unbelievable, dude. The extent of the bullshit. Is there like no meat on this freaking rock? Just so much shit, dude. I mean, it clears itself out on the back end because we... Maybe. You know? I have to start over. I can't do it. I can't do it. Go to hell, game. Go to hell. You cocksmoker game. Come on, game. Oh, yeah. Go to hell, game. Go to hell. So much fucking shit. Come on now. Oh, just... See, this happens every time I have my day of rest, okay? I take breaks from stuff, and what ends up happening is I am way more susceptible to getting super fucking pissed off. I changed this earlier, and it didn't keep it. So stacking my pissed offness, it stacks with me. So this is how I quantify it. I call it I don't like it's. When I don't like it's start to stack, then I start to get frustrated. When my frustration reaches a certain boiling point, then I get super fucking pissed. Normal days of the week, I have buffers built into my life that help me to not get angry so good.